Welcome to Attican Plays, Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to part 5 of our first playthrough of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. As the is becoming my theme, where the sun's rising on Mansk, our nice little coal mining town we built out here in the hills, and I've been very busy. You'll notice we moved to June of 1964. Been extremely busy doing some stuff off camera, and the reason I did it off camera is that it was just a lot of tedious work. So I thought it'd be more interesting to just show you what I did after it was done, kind of let you see the effects of it, and then I'm going to ask you, what do you want me to do next? All right, so we've got our beautiful little town of Mansk, which I really like. Something about it, it just works, and it's a brutally efficient little city. We've got coal coming. I did find a mistake. I had forgotten. I had missed this building right here with power, so we weren't getting a good supply of coal ore to here. Fix that. Now it's all packed and ready to go. Its production is 0 because we can't use the coal fast enough, and we need to deal with that. We're actually producing way more coal than we can use, and you'll also notice I've added a second power plant. So we're actually running off of this setup. We have 2 power plants running. We're overproducing electricity for now. We'll need more later. And I'm actually thinking about just keeping this area there could be super easy to put a 3rd power plant in here, and we've got a nice source. Look at this, all this coal, a full aggregate store, and we could have more. And we could, of course, ship some off and export it if we wanted to, or whatever. But at any rate, there's Mansk. Now let's run over to Molna, and I want to show you what's going on in Molna. I don't know if I can find it. There it is. All right, so we'll zap over to Molna. Here we are in our nice little city of Molna, which supports the big beast of our whole republic, this refinery. Now, check out the refinery. 339 workers, so we've been getting, sometimes it drops to 240-ish, up to 400. We've had it even as high as 460. And so we could even we could do a little more with this to get even more workers in there. But now we can do that. Now, that's because that's what I've been busy with. So you can see our train here. This is our money train. This is the one that's doing our exports to Molna of the fuel and the bitumen. And you can see right over here, where'd it go? Right here. There's a train coming in, and that's our normal train that's been bringing in the oil from that set of our oil field over here. So we've got our oil field up and running. We've got that train coming in, but you'll notice here there's another set of tracks. And if we go back a little ways, I think there is a train on here. Here we go. And here's a train coming in, and sure enough, it's hauling 594 tons of oil. So we've expanded our oil by opening up a whole new oil field with 12 new rigs. And so I want to show you how this kind of works. So you know that our goal was to keep the imports down and keep our costs down so we could drive our trade surplus up. So let's move ahead here and watch our train come in. And the way they're set up is each of the trains that's delivering oil is set up to, when it unloads until it's empty. So this is going to stay here. Let's watch our refinery. Notice we're pumping in oil, and the refinery is getting well stocked. But of course, it continues to use the oil. Now we're actually carrying almost 600 tons, so we're carrying more than the refinery can hold, but that's okay. Notice now it's hit to 450, But what's going to happen is it's going to keep using oil. As it keeps using oil, that oil is going to continue to come. See, out of this one, it's almost empty. Now it's empty and it's going to leave. So our refinery is going to keep working. If I could just click that button right there. But look here, we've got another train queued up and coming in. So watch our refinery, it's starting to drop in its oil now. But here comes the train from our other oil field coming in. It's got the same orders, so it's going to fill us up. Our refinery is going to stay back on full again, and it's going to sit there, and it's almost like it's got these giant storage tanks right here with 400 tons of oil in it. And that train is just going to it's going to stay there and keep pumping oil into this until it is empty. Then it'll turn around and go back and get 600 more tons of oil. So notice that our refinery is staying practically full. As we get like 350 people in here working, look at our production percentage is going way up. In other words, the rate that we are able to fill this guy up and ship him off. See, look at that, 500 tons of fuel. And so when this train comes back, when our money train comes back to load its next set of exports, watch this. It's just going to fill up. There's not going to be any hesitation. It's just going to be how fast can you pump that fuel and bitumen in there. And see, this guy's still there. This guy finally hit 0, so he's done loading his oil. But guess what's coming up behind him? There will be another train. And now this guy, if you'll notice, he just, as fast as he could fill up, he went off, and now he's making us more money. So now we're starting to get us. We're starting to do all right here. We are starting to make some money. And I want to show you what's allowed that a lot to happen. Follow this line. This is a rail line that's running, snaking through these mountains. Here we go. Here comes another train with 594 tons of oil coming to contribute to the dance. So this thing snaked all the way around here, down along the river, across a big bridge, back over another hill, and down here to the loading station here in Warstock. And we have 3 trains running. It seems to be working perfectly. It was just a guess on my part. But you'll notice there's one on its way back empty. There's one going in about ready to unload. I've got to check this fire. Bus plow, this is no problem. That's in fire stations alerted, no problem. That'll be put out. We have a great we have great first responders here. So this one is loading. There's one coming back empty. There's one about to unload at the refinery. There we go. Fire extinguished. Good job, guys. And so where's all this oil coming from? It's coming from right down here. And by the way, I can't remember if I've shown you this or not, but when you're looking for these resources, if I haven't, it's worth showing you. Do it at night. Look at this. There's like a neon sign. You can find that stuff when it's nighttime. In fact, so much so that hey, we're going to throw down a couple more oil rigs. We can use the oil. We'll throw down a couple more, and they'll be easy to load. All right. So I'll do that in a minute. So we've got 3 trains running. I'm using the kind of what I call my Machinke method for running them. Everything's kind of like a one-way track. This game does not handle stations, how shall I say, elegantly. But it's fine. You just have to have this train. See, this train's going to come in. Everything's like a one-way. It's like everything's running on a loop. So this train has come in, started to fill up with what we've been able to gather between trains, which isn't very much, really. So the 3 trains are working out just perfectly. That was just blind luck, or a good educated guess. So, and there's 3 because it's such a long drag. It's a long way over there. And they're all running 10 tankers, which is the most you can get on a single train. So we've got a dozen oil rigs over here. It looks very much like the original one we've got over here in Nefchanaja Vishka. If you speak Russian, you might even know what that means. There's supposed to be on A on the end, but it ran out of room. so we've got our power, and we are exporting power, making money on it, by the way. And we've got our beautiful. My favorite is our little coal town here, which has worked out very nicely. And I'm starting to really like the look of the game. I mean, if you just from an eye candy point of view, that's a good looking little town right there. Okay, so we've got our extra oil, and let me show you what that means to us. And this month of June will be the first time where we really get the full effect of our extra oil. And by the way, I do plan on doing a quick guide on trains and laying track. And so their train just left, so he's got plenty of oil now. He may or may not burn that down to where he has to start importing again, but there should be another train on its way shortly to top him back off. So this little method is working very, very nicely. And let me show you what it means in terms of money. Last month, the month of May, we did 683,000. So we're up. We went from about 400 to 683. Month of June, where are we? We're at 562. And the beauty of it is this here. There comes our train. Here comes another train with more oil. This has not hit the 60, which is where it's going to import. There, it just did. So it bought a few tons of oil, not many, and now he's being topped off by another train. Beautiful, beautiful. And here's our train. Our money train is just about to empty out, and when he comes back, there's going to be 560. There's going to be a full train load of fuel and bitumen waiting for him. So it's just a matter of how fast can he load and turn around and make us some more money. So now, what did I say last month? 683. This month we're at 653, and we got a few more days left. And we know because we've got good participation here and good stock of oil, we're not even importing any, and we're exporting some power, I might add. And see how fast this guy turned around? So he's going right back out with another $123,000 worth of revenue. So let's just let it run through June, and that'll tell us how we're doing. Here comes another train in to top this guy off. So we're going to do very few imports of oil. We'll still have some. It's not perfect yet. It's not quite full blown. Full blown, I think there would be a train here, and there would be one waiting, ready to go right behind it. But I'm very, very pleased with the way it's working as is. And okay, we're up to 750,000 rubles in the month of June. That's trade surplus or profit for those of us, for us capitalist pigs. And our train's coming back, and I wouldn't be shocked at all if he'll make another run before the month's over, because it's just how fast can you load. So someone had requested that I maximize this industry in the town of Molna, and I believe that we just about have. I mean, we are printing money in Molna now. Our refinery is running very high. In fact, now we could even think about getting some more workers. Wouldn't hurt us. We actually had kind of overstocked on workers there for a while. There, the month just ended. We did 788, just shy of 800,000 in quote profit unquote or trade surplus in the month of June 1964. So good job. So now our money's starting to look good. So we're getting to that beautiful spot where money's not the problem anymore, and you can build and build and build. And I can tell you that the reason I didn't show the build of the train track is it's a little painful. It is a little painful. I am getting better. I am starting to learn how to do it. You'll notice this little zigzag pattern here. That's actually a sign of improvement, because rather than trying to force fit this thing over hills and whatever, I was able to follow the contour of the land much better and kind of get through there reasonably. And so I don't know if the routing was perfect. I was planning on firing a tunnel right through there at one time, but it didn't work out. And if I'd really known I was going to do this, I probably would have routed more over there and bridged it over there, but no matter. It's working nicely. So what do you want me to do next? I think there's one, it's just crying. We're crying to have a steel industry, because the steel industry is another big boy. It is another one of those 500 person ones. We know if we look at the city of Mansk and its little sister city, Reskasebes or however you say that, that those two are the ones that are basically supporting and staffing the refinery and keeping everything else going. And if we look at those two, here we go. Do you notice, by the way, did you notice how I did that? I went to names. It's just going to show you whatever's around where your cursor is, unless you put within 1,000 meters, unless you put all map. And all we have to do is move over here to where we get these two. There we go. So we've got 3,000 people in Recassebes, or whatever, and 700 and some in Molna. That says the original group here. And so that's about 3,700 people. So let's call it 37, maybe 4,000 people to support a 500 person industry. So we could very, very easily build us a nice steel industry, because now that we're getting income, the building would be pretty fast. And I took advantage of all this time I've been playing here off camera and having it run. I was kind of waiting on money. When it hit nightfall, instead of just wasting time, I put out the old ore finders and found some beautiful, beautiful iron ore deposits. And in fact, I marked them. So if we go to names, all map, I marked a place with iron ore, a place with big iron ore, and one with I called lots. Lots is the best. So if we go over here to lots, iron ore lots, and we look at iron ore. Look at this. This is look at that. Oh, look at that. That, wow. Think you couldn't get some iron out of that? So that would be gorgeous. Gorgeous. So our steel mill is going to need consumption at 11 megawatts of power at full blown, 375 tons of coal and 200 tons of iron. So about almost 2 to 1 coal to iron. We're already overproducing coal from our one iron coal mine. So it'd be very interesting to me to build a steel industry and see what it takes to have it kind of running on the same kind of efficiency as our refinery. So steel is one. Food and alcohol would be nice. We're not doing any farming. That's kind of interesting. I'll put that out there as a possibility. So food and alcohol and meat, they kind of all go together. Steel mill would be, to me, an obvious choice. We could even make bricks. I mean, we've got excess coal in Mansk. We've got a nearby export-import site. We could just make some bricks and ship them off. That'd be easy. So put in the comments what you'd like to see next, and that's where we'll go. And please get back to me right away, because I'm enjoying the game, and I'm probably going to go jump right back in and play it again tomorrow. And when I do, I want to have a goal. I want to have some place to go with this, and I would love your feedback. So what is that right there? is that? I don't know what that is. I think that has to be. Oh, is that a power line? Oh. That has to be a improvement opportunity. I don't know what that is. And to tell you the truth, I don't know what this is. Okay, it's our original. Oh yeah. Sorry. I didn't recognize it. It's been so long. This is. I recognize this as our original oil rig, but I'd forgotten about putting these all the way out here in the water. But still, I don't know what this line is. An improvement opportunity, no doubt. All right, so get back to me. Let me know what to do next. I hope you can see the power of really optimizing your investments and really making sure that you can get, like when you build a refinery, get some people in it and see we could put more. No doubt we could get even more. And I said we wanted to have the point where this little train was just running as fast as it could load and making us money. And sure enough, it is. And 788. I think it's somewhere 680 or whatever it was the month before. I think we're going to see about 800,000 rubles profit just from our oil industry and a little bit of power. So we barely scratched the surface on this game. So again, give me some direction and we'll take off from there. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player, and I hope you'll join us for our next Workers and Resources Soviet Republic video. Thank you.